Right now at 5:30, millions of people around the country and leaders around the world are pausing to remember the life of the nation's 39th president, Jimmy Carter. The former president and Nobel Peace Prize winner died over the weekend at the age of 100. And today, the Carter family accepted the invitation for the former president to lie in state in the U.S. Capitol.
Now, meanwhile, President Joe Biden spoke following Carter's death. He touched on the impact Carter had on people everywhere.
Jill and I lost a dear friend. What I find extraordinary about Jimmy Carter, though, is that millions of people all around the world, all over the world, feel they lost a friend as well.
Carter's journey will end where it all began, in Plains, Georgia, where he will be privately laid to rest alongside his wife outside of their home. Well, today we're hearing from a Columbus woman who served for 4 years in the Carter administration and remembers the former president quite fondly. 10
TV political reporter Doug Petcash talked with her today about their professional relationship and personal friendship that formed a half-century ago. Doug joins us in studio now with her thoughts after Carter's passing. Doug?
Yolanda and Clay, Fran Ryan describes former President Carter as a warm, personable, detail-oriented man who loved people and political campaigning. She also called him a friend she'll miss. Mrs. Ryan, thank you for your time.
Call me Fran.
Fran Ryan says she is very sad about the passing of former President Jimmy Carter.
But I'm also very proud that I got to work with him.
Their relationship goes back nearly 50 years to 1976, when she was running for Congress and he for president. This is video of them campaigning in Columbus along with Senator John Glenn. Ryan rode in the car with Carter on campaign routes through the state.
He knew I had 5 children at that time, and he knew I was on city council and was interested in some of the things that I was doing.
After losing her congressional bid, Ryan was wrapping up her second term on Columbus City Council when Carter tapped her to represent the Midwest for the U.S. Department of Labor. She served in the post all 4 years of his presidency. She shared a story about a meeting she and the other regional directors had with him.
He said, you know, I want you to remember that you work for the people. And so everything you do, you have to make something better for them. And it stays in your mind.
She says he was a good man and a good boss.
If I saw something that needed to be done, he'd have somebody right on it right away. I mean, he was a detailed person, but he was easy to work with.
Ryan believes Carter's legacy will be his love for people and how much of a difference he made in the world as president and after his presidency through the Carter Center.
He always said to me, if you don't make a difference, why do it? And so he had that in his mind all the time.
Even until late in his life, still working with Habitat for Humanity.
I can just picture him with his saw and everything doing those houses at 90 years old. I can see him doing that.
And Fran seems to have a work ethic in common with Jimmy Carter. Until recently, she worked with the mayor's office on senior issues. She's also on the board of directors of the Columbus Historical Society, where she is now helping to raise money for the renovation of Engine House number 6 on West Broad Street. And she'll be 91 on January 4th. So happy birthday, Fran. Clay?